All right, what's going on, brothers? Okay, so let's check this out, man. I'm gonna call this the belittling, the belittling of black men. That's what I'm gonna start calling these stuff, these videos, because I've noticed that when it comes to black men, they're gonna belittle you, especially so-called black women. So-called black women are gonna belittle so-called black men. Okay, they're going to belittle you. One reason for that, man, is because you're the lowest of the totem pole. Another reason for that is that in general, if it's any demographic you want to pick on and not have a lot of pushback or repercussion, it's the black man. It's not much. Not much you can do. You don't really have a lot of help. You're pretty much on your own. Just like you get killed by cops, and don't get me wrong, that's a whole other subject for another day. But yeah, you can kill a black man, and you can pretty much get away with it. You can do a lot of things to a black man, and pretty much get away with it. A lot of brothers got lynched back in the day, so on and so forth. But those are a whole other subjects for another time. But right now, we're gonna get on this. So-called black men are the easiest, to pick on. Basically, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. All right, unless you got a special gift, something that makes you stand out, like you like a LeBron James or something like that. You got a talent where you're a superstar, some Mike Tyson or some stuff like that. You pretty much, you're subjugated to the whims of this society in more ways than one. All right. But anyway, let's get to it, brothers. This woman here is going to talk about some stuff here, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it after she finished, and I'm gonna give you what I truly suspect. Okay. But anyway, like I said, that's what we're gonna call this. The belittling of the so-called black man. All right. Now, let's check this out.
Guys, I'm sorry. I love black men, but damn, that's all they want is to eat some ass, and that is disgusting. But anyways, yeah, those are some of my hard limits. Is again, no nudity, no prostitution, and I don't do scat. So I love toilet play. So in toilet play, I do golden showers, which I love, absolutely. But I don't do scat, which is the number two, basically.
Okay, gotcha. But you piss on them and all that.
Yes.
But they can't piss on you.
Hell no. No, not happening.
So now when you piss on these guys, like, do they really enjoy it? Okay. I guess I'll never understand it, right? I'm just trying to understand the where it just, like, where do they even start from to feel like, yo, this is some shit that I like. You know what I mean? Like, that's very interesting.
Yeah, some guys they don't start out liking it. Some guys don't start out liking a lot of things, and then they come around and be like, "Hey, I like that," or "Could you do that again?" or whatever, But a lot of times guys don't start out with these kinks and fetishes. They may have one thing that they come to you for, and then they're learning that they like this, that, and the third in addition.
That's why you said the journey.
Right? Yeah.
So over time, like, they submit to the point where you can get them to try anything. Okay.
And they love it.
All right, let's end it right there, brothers. Okay, now I do agree the last part of that. If you do submit to a woman, brothers, that's probably what's going to happen. More than likely, you're going to find yourself going deep and deeper down a rabbit hole, down a road of confusion, and down a road of emasculation, which is a prime good reason why you shouldn't follow women. You are a man, but I understand due to this society, a lot of men will follow women, and the most susceptible demographic to follow women is so-called black men. I hate to say it, it's so true. So-called black men, they're more susceptible to do that stuff. All right, but anyway. Brothers, never follow a woman. She's not a leader. I don't care how smart she thinks she is. Candace Owens, not a leader. Even though I think she's pretty sharp, she's not a leader. You know, Candace Owens not a leader. None of them a leader. Who else they got? They got a bunch of so-called black women out here nowadays. You know what I'm saying, in politics or what have you. Omarosa, none of them are leaders. I wouldn't follow none of them to save my life. It's 'cause, you know, I'm serious. I wouldn't follow none of them because they're not leaders. They're still women at the end of the day, and a lot of them have been given power because of so-called. A lot of them have been given power, and chances are it's probably because of some white man behind the scenes. So be careful of that. But anyway, notice how she says she don't do none of this, she don't do none of that, no prostitution, just like she's some flower. I disagree. I don't believe this woman at all, and I don't think she's making a lot of money. If that's what she's doing, I don't think she's making a lot of money. You know. And if she is, you notice these people who talk their crap, they never try to prove it. They never try to prove it. Like, oh, I did this, that, you know, prove it. They never try to prove it. You ever notice that? They never try to prove it. That's letting you know that they're turning a mole into a mountain. Brothers, you have to realize the nature of women. They're liars. You know, that's why anytime, brothers, if you are truly masculine, you truly have wisdom, all praise due to the Most High, I'm telling you, man, you're going to find all type of women that's close to your family members lying. You know, I've caught my mom, my sister, you name it. It's amazing. The things I've caught them saying and the things I've caught them doing, that's like, to see how their mind works, but I had to realize this is a woman's nature. You see what I'm saying? These are the things they're going to do in this society because they're going unchecked. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyway, long story short, brothers, women are going to, so-called black women are going to belittle so-called black men because you're the easiest one to do that to. Easiest one to do that to, man. All right? So, be careful who you deal with. Now, this woman right here, I think she's full of shit. She's going to have to prove it to me. You know, like I say, I'm not going to say guys don't do these type of things. I'm not saying they don't. But what I'm trying to express to you, brothers, is that I wouldn't bet you that the guys who do this are a minority. They're not. They're like few. They're not very many. So you're probably not going to get that much money off of them. And I'm willing to bet you, if she is, depending on what she's doing and how she's out there, most guys want to piss and shit on her. Because most guys, especially if they have any sort of masculinity, they want to be in control. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, and if she says she don't do that, this is what she say. But like the old saying said, let you tell it, I'm out here pimping for free, as the song say. Let you tell it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you get when you're dealing with women. I give you a story, man. This girl, yeah, girl, I'm pimping this nigga. I'm getting money out this nigga. Yada yada yada. Woo woo woo. You know, she's talking all this stuff like she's getting all this money out this dude. You know what this dude gave her? $5. I'm like, what? True story. She was talking all this big crap to my girl, man. We come to find out, dude only gave her $5 to put gas in her car. That was it. You see what I'm saying? Let her tell it. Come to find out that was the truth. The dude just gave her $5. That was it. You see what I'm saying? But let her tell it she was pimping him for money. So the point I'm saying is that in this lifestyle, and now in this time and age, you can't tell me you can't talk to the men who are in this lifestyle? Of course you can. Of course you can. The reason I suspect that they don't get the men on these type of platforms or they don't advertise them is because the man is telling more something that's closer to the truth, which I'm pretty much is going to say is something like this. Oh yeah, I met a bitch, fucked a bitch, that was it. She had a fat ass. Now I'm looking for the next bitch to fuck. Because most men are just going to try to fuck different women. That's it. Majority of them. You know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne said, I just want to fuck every girl in the world. That's it. He's going to be trying to look for a different girl, new pussy. I bet you it's going to be something along those lines. You see what I'm saying? So and the reason why tricking, I suspect the reason why tricking is looked down upon for so long, brothers, is because it's been told from the standpoint of a hoe and the so-called pimps. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta think the pimps, quite naturally, who think they self, above every man. Most pimps would think they self above every man because how they have control over their women. Okay, cool. So they're gonna think, they're gonna think you beneath them to participate in such a life form. Most of those guys, that's probably how they would think. And then the woman will come and tell them things which they probably know ain't true, but they probably run with it anyway because they look down upon the man who's paying for it anyway. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, brothers, these two people have been in control of that narrative, all right? Which made tricking look bad. Now, I'm not saying tricking is a place of power, but what I'm trying to tell you is that, man, most guys who are tricking are not out there being emasculated. Matter of fact, brothers, you ever seen Pimps Up, Hoes Down? They did another video. They did another documentary about guys who was paying for pussy. And I remember, I forget the name of it, but HBO did it. And there was one guy on there, he was a black guy. I think they had more. But most of the guys on there, if I can remember correctly, it's been so long ago, they pretty much had the same premise. They were just trying to find a new girl every night to fuck her. That's it. Fuck that bitch. They weren't trying to get to know the bitch. They just trying to get the best price. But shit, how much you charging? The bitch said 80, and they be like, I got 75, I got $70. They might do something like that, fuck the bitch, boom, gone. Next hoe, next bitch, next hoe, next. That was their mentality. And almost every guy I met, almost every guy I met who partake in that lifestyle pretty much similar. And almost every guy I've seen who's been interviewed are pretty much similar premise. Pretty similar. The white underbelly dude, he interviewed some people from there. It's a pretty similar basis, pretty similar mentality. It's pretty much just find a new girl, fucking, find a new girl, fucking, find a new girl, fucking. That's pretty much it. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta ask yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. You're gonna have suckers in anything you do, okay? So, but what I'm trying to say is this. The reason why they don't interview men or put men up there first is because it's going to be something closer to the truth. It's going to be something close to that. All right? Now, you might have some people like that, but I'll guarantee you they're the minority, and I'm guaranteeing this woman is not making a lot of paper doing it. All right? And we live, you have to recognize, brothers, we live in an age, especially among so-called black people, we live in an age where people they're liars. They're stunners. See, where I come from, stunting was frowned upon in the early days. From Louisiana, it was frowned upon. The cats in New Orleans made it something to where it was something popular. Now, stunting means showing off. It means flossing. Back in the day, man, we was coming up to Louisiana, at least up north Louisiana, stunting. If a nigga called you stunting, that was the equivalent of calling you a punk, calling you fake, calling you not real. That's what that meant. Like, oh, he's stunned, man. He said he got this, he got that. He ain't got nothing. That was stunning. You know what I mean? And Baby them made that into a style. You know what I mean? That go to show you the power of media. And Baby them knew that they was stunting. Like, nah, we just stunned, but they made it to a powerful media. They made it to you know what I mean, something to be fashionable, but it wasn't back in the day. It wasn't fashionable. You know what I mean? But like Damon Dash said, you make 1 million, make it appear like you made 10 million. It's all smoke and mirrors, brothers. Just like all these girls on OnlyFans. Oh, I made $1 million, I made this, I made 10, I'm making all this money on OnlyFans. Oh. Yeah, she riding around in a Honda Accord, which that's cool, but think about it, brother. Especially so-called black women, they're so image-driven. You mean to tell me if a black woman so-called made $1 million, she gonna go buy a Honda Accord? No, I guarantee you she gonna go buy her Audi, BMW, some a flex. A Land Rover, some that's gonna flex. You see what I'm saying? So, long story short, you might got some women that do it, but I guarantee you most of these women are just fronting, they're flexing. And notice, most people who talk that crap, they never prove it. And if they do show something, they show something that can't prove what they're saying. They're just trying to give you let's say for instance, I say I made 100 grand this year, but I only show you 1 month I made 10 grand. What the rest of the month said? You see what I'm saying? Well, 1 month I made 10 grand. Okay, but what the rest of the month said? You see what I'm saying? I might could have just had a good month, but I ain't gonna show you the rest of the months. Why? Because I'm probably lying. You see what I'm saying? So, but anyway, brothers, they're gonna do these type of things to belittle the so-called black man, brothers. So, man, be careful, man, and watch yourself, brothers. You know, and also for the men, like I say, you know, I think the white underbelly interview tricks, and none of they stories sound like the dude on the HBO thing. They stories sound similar to that. You know what I mean? And I don't think those dudes are lying. They just telling the truth. Like, look, I just found another girl, have sex with her, found another girl, have sex with her. You know, they might haggle the price or something, have sex with her, keep it moving. You know, they act like a lot of tricks. If you let the so-called woman tell it, they're emasculating the tricks, they're lying to the tricks. They just telling the tricks anything. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Tricks disguised the purple. You're right. Here's $500. I don't even want to have sex with you. Like, come on, man. Get out of here, man. All right? At the end of the day, who gets burnt out from this lifestyle? Just look at who gets burnt out from the lifestyle. The hoe does. So that lets you know that the trick, 9 times out of 10, is not getting emasculated. He's getting what he's want. Who gets burnt out of a lifestyle who's getting what they want 9 times out of 10? You see what I'm saying? Can it happen? Yeah, but more often than not, you're not. For example, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done with it. If you had a job getting paid what you want, you're not gonna get. The chances are you're not gonna get burnt out. Because you're getting paid, you're getting what you want. Now, can you get burnt? Yeah, you can get burnt out if you're working crazy hours. Like what I mean, you working working crazy hours. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess you could, but if you're in a lifestyle getting what you want, 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying you can't get burned out, but you're not gonna have a high turnover rate. You see what I'm saying? And in that lifestyle, the women are coming and going. Why? Because they're not them the ones who are getting burnt out. Them the ones that's getting used. See what I'm saying? Now, I don't want our women to be whores. I don't want our women because I know they should be wives. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But at the end of the day, brother, I just think this is something you brother should be well informed on. They're going to do these things to belittle you. Like I say, do men do these type of things? Yeah, you might have some that do, but I don't think they're a majority. I think they're definitely a minority. And I think women like this, they just want to belittle men. You understand what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, most of the men she probably deal with probably piss and shit on her. All right. And also, one more thing, like the sugar babies. Bro, I'm not buying that these girls are dictating to the sugar daddy. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying that. Men are looking for control. You see what I'm saying? Now, some guys might fall into that shit, but I guarantee you most of the guys who are doing sugar daddy, it's up to what they want to do. You understand what I'm saying? And they actually interviewed this one lady who it sounded more like the truth. She's like, well, she does whatever he want him to do, whatever he want her to do. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you should be. His man taking care of you. He's picking you up in this. Man, if a sugar daddy is really doing this stuff you say he's doing, man, you better be cooking, cleaning, washing dishes. Hell, you should be thankful. That's for real, am I right? You know what I mean? Shit, you should be thankful. This man taking care of you, and all he wants you to do is satisfy him sexually. Hell yeah, you better go above and beyond. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, brothers, I hope you brothers got some understanding out of that, man. I'm out. Peace.